interview you guys because I like the team and I like you guys. But today I'd like to start with Gail. Can you please introduce yourself, like who you are at Pink Phuree, like your title in the organization, and when you joined the team?
Well, my name is Gail Stidler, and I'm one of the original founders. And the team was developed back in 2006, and actually became a nonprofit in 2007. So I've been with the team since the very beginning. I'm the treasurer. I've held many positions, usually the tape and glue to keep it together. And it's been around since 2000. Actually, everything started in 2005. Our very first event, we were the Dragon Queens. And then our founder, Francis Arzu, decided that that wasn't a good name for us to have. So we took it from there and started the year-round organization. And that's when we became Pink Phuree.
All right, awesome. And so that's a little bit about when it started. And can you tell me a little bit what is unique about Pink Phuree? Like what sets you guys apart from other dragon boat teams in the Houston area?
Pink Phuree is a team that's made up of a lot of different women, different ethnic backgrounds, different ages, but we all had the same goal. And the goal was to support each other and just redevelop and define who we are after breast cancer. It helps to give us a purpose in life. And I think along with that, it also encourages people to become healthier with their lifestyle. Because a lot of times after a cancer diagnosis, people tend to withdraw, and this brings you back out into something fun. So we don't focus on the woe is me, we focus on the positive aspects and how to move forward.
That's awesome. And then for Rebecca now, you are the social media manager for Pink Phuree. Can you introduce yourself, again, name, title, and when you joined the team?
My name is Rebecca Smith, and I go wherever Gail tells me to go on the boat. And currently I'm a pacer, which is someone up front, which helps set the pace for the boat. I joined the team, I believe it was in 2001. I was a stage 3 cancer survivor, and I was just a few months out of my reconstruction surgery. So that's when I joined the team about 5 months later. So yes.
Awesome. And then as the social media manager, you kind of handle like the face of Pink Phuree for the people who are on the outside looking in. Can you tell me what you think people should know about Pink Phuree?
One of the things I try to, as a common thread in most of the video and social media, is the fun that we are having, but specifically the life that we are living. To piggyback on Gail's comment, after a cancer diagnosis, people tend to draw in, and I think that's one thing people need to understand about our team, is that this is a place where you can come, meet other women who've experienced what you've experienced, and when you're on the boat, you're not a mom, you're not a wife, you're a woman who's been through trauma, and this is a place where you can lean on others to gain that sense of self back, to gain your confidence back. And so in our social media, I do try to show that we're happy, we're having fun, and this is life. You can step back into the light and have fun and life again. A cancer diagnosis treatment is not the end of who you are. You can be more.
Awesome, thank you. And then for Mom, can you also introduce yourself, your name, your title, and like when you joined the team?
Absolutely. So my name is Rebecca Cook, or Abby's mom, and
Cookie.
Cookie is my nickname on the boat. I think the year I joined, there were 3 Rebeccas on the team. Actually, yeah. And so this is my 3rd full season, so I'm pretty new at it compared to some people, but we have some newer. It's great. Also, I usually paddle up in the front of the boat, like in that section that you would call the pacers, but I'm not like front row pacer or anything like that. I love being a part of it. So for me, it was interesting. I wouldn't wear pink. Like I didn't want anybody to even know that I had ever had breast cancer until I came across this boating and team. It was like a season of my life I wanted behind me, never to think about. But I think that was not necessarily good for me because it's never not on your mind, right? It's just continuing on certain pills or your body is behaving a different way after treatment. And then the other bonus for me was that I haven't been on any team since T-ball. Like, it's like in first grade.
Yeah.
I didn't understand like team camaraderie. So it's not just I was like, yeah, I'm gonna be on a dragon boat team and we're gonna be on the dragon boat. But then there was like these socials and these get-togethers and holiday parties and I love it and I've made friends through it. So it's not just out on the water. These are relationships that I've been able to create, but then also community of people who've been through similar trauma, but we don't dwell on it, but we understand like what my husband went through. We understand what my children have had to deal with. And so for me, that has been amazing. It's also forced me to lift some weights, take good care of my body, hydrate and all those things, because you can't not do those things and then get out on the water and expect to perform the way, because we are a competitive team. We're not just out there tooling around. Like we do drills, we do races, and we do take it serious.
That's awesome. And then for last but not least, Serena, can you introduce yourself? Tell us who you are to the team, when you joined, and how can the community, again, on the outside looking in, support Pink Phuree in all of your guys' endeavors?
Yeah. So my name's Serena Christensen, and I've been with the team since 2021, right? We came at the same time. Yep. And I'm the president of the organization. And we are actively involved in the community. You can see us at a lot of different hospital fairs even. We try to bring the boat out so that way we can explain what dragon boating is, that we can touch base with those who are in the cancer community. We have survivors that are not just breast cancer, although we did start as a breast cancer survivorship dragon boat. We accept all forms of cancer. So you can come and find us at one of those events, or you can also just come and visit us any Saturday over in Clear Lake. We have a website, it's pinkphurree.org, and if you're interested in coming out and seeing what dragon boating is like or getting on the boat, there's a little form that you fill out. Simple, easy peasy. Then we also have, if you want to do more fiscal supportership, then I would say there's several different ways. Once again, on the website, we do have a pledge donation, which you can pledge as much as you want. We also do fundraisers throughout the year, usually a big purse bingo that happens at the Pasadena Convention Center, in which we do bingo for over 20 very high-end purses, which in a big silent auction, which really helps to support the operations of the organization. We are a little bit different in the fact that we have to bring out our boat. It does not live out on the water. So there's a lot of different operational costs that happen with that, as well as we costs for helping support the community in itself. We sponsor people in order to help them get into treatments and so forth. So there's a lot of different aspects that the Pink Phuree actually helps out with the community, not just education or not just putting the boat out on the water. So we have a couple of things that we have coming up this year. We've got a couple of races. We've got Austin here in 2 weeks. In May, we are going to Dallas. And then in June, we are going to, first time ever on this regard, to Little Rock, Arkansas.
Ooh.
Yeah, a little bit different.
A lot of things in Arkansas.
A lot of different things in Arkansas, yes. So it'll be way fun. And then we have our big international race, which is at the end of August. So right now, we're definitely looking for sponsors or people to help support, to help have the team go and travel to this international competition. It's like the Dragon Boat Olympics. It happens every 4 years. It's only with the breast cancer division. This year it's in France, and it's going to be a very memorable thing. This is our fourth. This is our
fourth.
This is our fourth one to go to as a team. So we're really excited about it. And yeah, and ultimately we just want people to come out and see us, come out on the boat and have a good time and get to know us. Yeah.
That's awesome. Well, thank you.
We
And
also belong to the Chamber of Commerce.
That's true.
oh, okay, cool.
So
Yeah.
just push that out there.
You got it.
Chamber, yeah.
And then for anybody can just feel free to jump in this last part. It's just a little bit of a closing. And again, just I really want to hit home with that. Why is Pink Phuree important to you, but also to the community? And then what do you have to say to people who do come out to support, like financially, or they come to the fundraisers, they come to the social events, come to like the competitions, just that sort of thing. Like, it's very uplifting, even as an outsider, to see you guys coming together and lifting each other up. And so, like, do you have anything that you want to like put out? Any last final thoughts along those lines or something?
Yeah, I think that you should come and see us paddle, whether it be on a practice or if it comes to a race, because ultimately it is a community that most people don't know about. But most people statistically know someone with breast cancer. And so coming out and seeing people on the boat, going past surviving to thriving is important for everyone's mental health, especially if they've had a loved one who has gone through cancer or that they're currently going through cancer. Because handling cancer, a lot of it is also a mental game. And that's really what dragon boating is as well, it's a mental game of saying, I can do this. I can get 500 meters in 2 minutes and 43 seconds. And it's amazing to see it, that people who have gone through trauma can do something just as well as somebody who's training every Saturday, like our brother sister team, Houston Heat, right? They're doing the same exact thing, but they haven't gone through that kind of process, that trauma. So it's a really encouraging, impactful thing just to come out, see, and support in terms of mentally.
Well, I think it empowers me to know that I can accomplish things that if somebody would have told me this 20 years ago, I would have said, no, I'm not going to do that. But the benefit that you take away from it, from a personal level, and then to see other people join the team and go from being very sad, discouraged, to blossom into this strong, virile woman. And these are things, I mean, I've witnessed over the years with all of this, the people that come and go on the team. And for myself, when you're in a competition and you're on that water and you are determined mentally and physically to get to that finish line, you may not come in first, but you know you did the very best you could. You should always walk away filled with a lot of pride.
We get new people, and as a social media person, I'm a noticer, and I see the apprehension of people who just come out, they're invited. I see the apprehension and I see the doubt. And then I get their picture after they've gotten off the boat. And I get their picture, and the main difference, I'm getting goosies, is that what I see in them after they got, besides the shock that they were able to do something that they never thought that they could do, is there's hope. That's something that this team brings, is there's hope for something better for themselves, mentally, physically. Like I said, I joined 5 months after my last reconstruction, and the physicalness, the accountability to maintain my physicalness with a group of people who've been exactly the same thing, not some guy in a gym who doesn't know what I've been through, is really good. But I would say a big, huge thing for anybody who's ever looked at our social media, again, is you see so much hope with this team that's different than other Dragon Boat teams, because they've not been where we've been. And there's a determination and a grit in this team that you can take forward with you in other areas of your life. So, yeah.
I get off that water and I feel like kind of a badass.
Right.
Yeah. Like, and I just did. I can't believe I just did that.
Yeah.
And I would say, speaking of getting right off the water, I say we can see you guys all in your gear. Like,
Yeah.
right off that water, right into an interview. So I appreciate you guys for
Yes.
powering through, waking up early, getting down, washing the boat, getting on the water, and then coming and doing this interview. So
One last thing, as you can see, it's no demographic
Oh
and
yeah.
no age.
Yeah.
So whether you're 20, and we've had a 20-year-old on the, because cancer does not care.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Does not care. So if you're 16,
Yeah.
right? 16,
Mhm.
and had a diagnosis, whatever your cancer is, you're more than welcome. 16 to 96 to 92, bring your grandma.
Yep.
92, you're welcome on the boat.
Just think of all of us as the power behind that dragon.
Yeah.
Because once we're in the boat, we become one.
Mhm.
And that's what gets us to the finish line.
Riveting.
anyways, well then that concludes the interview. Thank you guys so much for coming out and answering my questions and telling everybody about Pink Phuree.
Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah.
Yes.
Like us on Instagram.
Yes, Instagram and Facebook.
Thank you, Abby.